Yes, and that's the way we're kicking off Send It Sunday this week. This is Western Australia, Coronation Beach, no less. Jacob Stone's, local stomping ground. Paul Van Bellen, local stomping ground. And this is Nicolo from Italy. He's over in Australia working and windsurfing. And look at that. Oh, as he takes off, you're like, oh no. He's doing the can, isn't he? He's doing the full 1 foot out, in kicking all about. But yeah, has to absolutely bail out of that one. And sometimes you've just got to bail out. Now that is a bail. That is savage. Yeah, anyone learning to backloop will probably know that feeling, and that was sent in by Mass and his mate Tom. They've been over in, like I say, in Cape Town, sending it, learning to backloop. And yeah, sometimes you've just got to let go. Yeah, what went wrong there? Because there'll be a few people saying, you know what happens to me? That is all to do with just pushing the back foot through the rotation and basically sending the board on the rotation, and then it's very difficult to hold it back. With a back loop, you've got to hold that back foot in, straighten that front leg and really hold the board. That is one of the keys to back loops. That wasn't the only try though. They did try this one. Just savage, like hitting it. Obviously, Cape Town, they're quite punchy waves, and you can see as he hit the whole punch at the same time and got a little bit stuck. But again, these are really common things to happen during a back loop, because your brain is just so focused on, okay, I've got to do this, and then the wave sometimes just catches you. And then we also saw this one. Yes, not bad, this one, not bad. Little bit more under rotated, and that's what you want to, that's the starting point you want to go from, although to land that is a bit more tricky. So watch the back loop videos. I'm going to add some more to the channel because we've got the WhatsApp group. Have you not joined the Windsurfing.TV community on WhatsApp? I'll put the link up there, but join that. There is a Send It Academy group within that community, and I'm going to be handing out some advice, coaching stuff. Just ask some questions in there. Feel free, especially if you're a Windsurfing.TV member and you've chipped in some beer money in the last 12 months, because yeah, that's you guys, like I said, are keeping this channel going. But as we've seen from the last couple, there's a lot of bailouts. Were they wearing boots? It is a good question, because we asked that question last week. We had Paolo with that, sort of off the top, got his back foot stuck in the strap. And I was like, wow. And I was thinking maybe that was to do with boots. So I asked a question. I put it out there to you guys. Who wears boots? Who doesn't wear boots? It was astounding to me how many people wear boots. Now, obviously, it's probably a lot to do with the cold, but there was a lot of people saying they just wear them anyway because the bottom, they don't want to cut their feet, And I think it's a fair enough question, but it was definitely an eye-opener to me how many people wear boots. So you just make sure when you're getting boots, make sure you get the good ones. You don't want the ones with lumps and bumps all over them. You want the ones that are windsurfing designed to come out of the foot straps. You don't want the ones that really stick in, especially if one foot comes out, it's a real trouble. But that was a competition last week, so I'm going to draw out a winner. It's you. You have just won yourself a Windsurfing.TV hat. You're obviously a member of Windsurfing.TV, supporting the channel. We love it. We absolutely love it. What else have we got this week though? Yeah, we got a bit of this. Flying along, just having a lovely old time. And this is Andrew. Yes, and what happens? Nothing. That's what I mean. Just Send It Sunday doesn't mean it has to be a big crash. You can just send me some makes, some sends. And this is Andrew getting back into windsurfing in the last 5 years. He said he had 4 kids and he's just back into the groove now, loving it. So there we go. Just a little bit of a, blasting along. He said he'd been up to 40 knots. So the guy's obviously super quick. Did he join the water speed challenge? Well, we're going to be coming to that at the end of this video. So stay tuned for the winner of last month's water speed challenge. Also, I got sent this. Yeah, this is Dylan in Weymouth. And look at this coming into jibe. Yeah, and it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. He said, Ben, this is my best jibe I've ever done on the free race gear. And we salute you, mate. That is what I want to see. I do want to see some makes. It doesn't have to be all crashes. We love a crash here, but Dylan just flexing, going, yeah, you know what, Ben? That's my best jibe. We love it, mate. We absolutely love it. And from loving it to a bit of this. Yeah, this is Beric. Not loving it. He is not loving it. Snapping his mast in the gorge down at the wall. And he says his mate Chris was filming from behind. And luckily he was, because he ended up saving him. He got around and got the car, picked him up, drove him back, you know, and sorted him all out. So he said a massive thanks to Chris for filming and for, you know, sorting him out. But look at that on the landing of the back loop. But what did he do wrong? Let's have a look. Well, I tell you what, I don't think he did much wrong there. He landed cleanly, but the master just went, oh no, I've had enough. It's too much for me. He's maybe had some hard landings in the past, but in my experience of masts, usually they break at the beginning. When they're brand new, there's some sort of defect, which, you know, hasn't happened for a long time for me, that's for sure. Or, you know, you've been traveling, or someone's dropped something on it, or you've dropped it, and that can become a, you know, main problem. Or just maybe it's very, very old and just super worn. Or maybe in Beric's case, he's landed so many that the mast just had enough. It was wanting a bit of a rest, and he's got one now, that's for sure. Right, what else have we got? Well, you saw last week we featured the Prince of Speed. Now this is the World Championships of Speed. It's a one-off event. You get a world title, and we've got to give a massive shout out to Andrea for organising this competition, because it's his drive, it's his, you know, passion for speed that is making this stuff happen, and that is why it's happening. I'm sure of that. You know, these things just don't happen. You need this passionate, driven person. He is definitely that, and he loves speed. So what were the final results? Yeah, look who won. Look who won. Antoine Albo with his 27th world title. Would he get to 30? You know, people think he's finished, he's retired. There was some big names at this competition. And AA still took the title. Really impressive. And second in the foiling world championship as well. So he is right up there, still delivering. Second place is Vincent Valkner's. Yeah, Vincent Valkner's also just signed for Patrick, kind of in the middle of the competition. So I'm actually not sure which bits of gear he used where, or maybe it was a mixture. But Vincent Valkner's still right up there. And in third place and first youth, Brendan Loho. Yes, that's epic stuff. I mean, he is not a heavyweight guy by any stretch. So to get third, and not just a one-off one day, this is over a week, I think 3 different sessions. That is insane, insane. I think fourth was Hans Kreisel, just to put it into perspective. And fifth place, Martin Monteiro. Yes, the Portuguese style of national champion. We're coming back to here. We've got that competition coming in a month as well, but he usually wins it here. It now makes me feel better. If he's like top 5 in the world for speed, Brendan as well has been down here. It's really interesting to see. In the women, Jenna Gibson smashed it. Obviously, she holds the world record, as does Antoine Albo, and Jenna Gibson first place down there in France. And Heidi Ulrich, the former world record holder, in second place, and third place, Blanca Alabau. Blanca Alabau also took out the world foil title as well, so she is foil speed world champion. And William Hubert, he took down the world title again. He's won it before. You know, and it's interesting, you don't sort of, I don't really put him as one of the fastest in the world, but you have to now. 2 world championships. It's not a fluke. You can't do that. There were some big names there. Matteo Aquino is there, obviously just coming back from Guadeloupe and all this, but still, that's crazy, isn't it? Really interesting to see those results come in. So yeah, we've got to talk about speed, haven't we? We're talking about speed right now. That was the World Championships, but we've also had the Water Speed Challenge going on. Yes, if you haven't downloaded the app, you haven't got involved, you haven't joined the WhatsApp group, where have you been? But we've had that been going on. It's going to be running every month. There's a new challenge going on now. So if you're on the Water Speed app, just go to challenges and join the, you know, top 5, one of the challenges, which is the top speed for windsurfing this month. And last month, we got to talk about the winner. Look at this guy. Yeah, Anthony Perkins, 40.7. So over the 40 knot mark. And guess where he is? Where is he? Is he in a famous, you know, windsurfing speed spot that we all talk about all the time? Well, not for me. He's in Tasmania. So fair play to Anthony Perkins. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I just saw his name come up in the beer money list as a recurring member. So you're definitely getting sent a Windsurfing TV hat, mate. Send me a message and I'm sending you one over to Tasmania. I just hope it makes it. But really cool to see that. And really interesting, in the top 5 on the water speed challenge, everyone was in different spots as far as I remember. So in second place, we had Olwyn Viska, I think that's how you say it, 39.1 knots, and he was down in La Palme. And in third place, we had Peter Mondier, I think, in Sweden. Yes, Sweden, who knew? It's actually pretty quick over there. So he had a speed of 38.8. In fourth place, we had Danny, I think over in the Netherlands, with a speed of 38.1. And then in fifth place, over in Mauritius. Yeah, with Regis getting 37.7, so a real mixture of venues in that top 5. Really good to see. I think over 220 people entered the challenge. So I'm going to pick out another random winner. We will be making a bit of a thing of this, but here we go. I'm just going to roll a random winner. Yep, there you go. You have just won yourself a Windsurfing TV hat. I hope you're a Windsurfing TV member. If not, we'll send it you anyway, because I haven't worked out how we're going to do this with members. I'm just hoping everyone's supporting the channel. So there we go. That's it for the Water Speed Challenge. We've got a new challenge open now. Get on the Water Speed app. Join up. You can also set your mini challenges now if you've got the iPhone app. I think it's coming to Android soon. So there's a lot going on with Water Speed, and they're supporting the channel. They are the official sponsors of Windsurfing TV. So yes, I am banging on about them a lot, but I think there's some really good stuff coming, and they're updating stuff all the time. They're looking for comments, they're looking for, you know, sort of feedback from you guys as well. So really cool for you guys to be helping out with that whole sort of push with the water speed stuff. Okay, what else have we got? Well, breaking no records this month is this lot. Yeah, this is Tobias, Max, Lucia and Leo. And it took me a while to work out what was happening. So, you know, they're trying to get all the stuff. They're putting a fin in there. And I'm thinking, oh, it's just a sup. And then they get on the water. I'm like, it looks like a hell of a lot of fun. But the thing is, it looks a little bit unstable. I think it looks like a mattress. And then I kind of reread the email and it said air track. And I'm like, what the hell's an air track? So I'm on Amazon. Tuk, 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 tuk. It's like an inflatable sort of gymnastics tumble thing. So, like I said, pretty mad. Looks a load of fun. And it made me think, I've got to get something like that for the summer. Because, you know, blasting around, setting speed records is one thing. But just getting the family out, getting more people on a board, it made me think, how much are those big inflatable sups? You know, not the normal ones, but the massive ones. I think they're not cheap. But I thought that could be a hell of a lot of fun, because a lot of them have got a place to put a sail on. Then you can get a couple of the kids on, you get the missus on there with some paddles and everything, you know, with the sail on as well. It could be a hell of a lot of fun. So it got me thinking. So I really appreciate you guys sending that in, because it did make me think summer is about fun. You know, it doesn't have to be about winning records and setting fastest times. This could be the way forward. So massive thanks to you boys and girls for sending that in. There is, I nearly forgot actually, there is a Surfwagens-Jahr. Coming up, yeah. This is the quick one, because I couldn't quite work it out, but it's so cool. I have seen it around the internet, but Luke Godin sent me this from New Caledonia. I met him when I was over there, actually, and he sent me this thing. Look at this. It says 1980s, I think it is, or 1980, and this is the Talbot Wind. And I'm just looking at this thinking, someone designed a car for windsurfing, or they're promoting it with windsurfing. Again, it's all in French, so maybe you guys know. Let me know in the comments below if there's more details to this. And then I was looking at some of the advertising and I'm like, what the hell are they doing on the back of it? Is that some sort of promotion? Mad. But it looks pretty cool. Anyone own one of them, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, we haven't had a competition this week. What is the competition? I think the competition has to be, what is the windiest place you have ever sailed in? How windy was it? you know, let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely interested. What's the windiest you've ever done? Was it crazy? Did you get into trouble, or did you just hang it out? Let me know in the comments below. But that's it for this week. Put hashtag member if you remember. Chance to win a Windsurfing.TV hat. But there's only one thing left to say, that no matter where you are in the world, don't forget to send it. Windsurfing.com, still supporting Send It Sunday.